Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Tavern of Spear. Before we start, or as we're doing it, if you want to play this game, okay, here's a new thing. You can get it free, none itch.io, but if you want to really make this game and or get the news version earlier, then got a Patreon, $8 a month. So, then the last Let's Play, we showed Jester's badges, and Knight's badges, and Princess badges to a bunch of different people. Got to see the Ghost King. You had a hug because we chose the Prince badge, and then went down into Demon Town, or at least the gates, and bribed our way through. And now, here's this good boy. It isn't the big man himself. I've been waiting for you to turn up. Why is that? Chet beckons you with a wave of his hand. You lean close to hear him. So, you remember how last time you helped me with Witter's problem? Yeah? And? So, Snow is always on the lookout for people to try his next recipes. I figured maybe it would be nice to help him with that last one, with at least once. Basically, you want me to join to taste test Snow's new recipes? Yep. In exchange, I'll let you have a peek at the Book of Chet. The Book of Chet? I'll share my past with you. That is our deal. Okay, I guess we do that. Alright, let's do it. Chet wags his tail and crawls out of his spandrel. You both walk over to the bar. He's such a little guy. Hey Snow, I brought over a new a volunteer to test your new recipes with. Excuse me? Don't scare him away, Chet. My cooking is pretty decent. Thank you two for volunteering. I'd ask Haken and Witter, but they keep avoiding me whenever I bring up my new recipes. Tee. Chet smiles happily while his tail wags. Give me some time and I'll bring the dishes out. You and Chet wait while Snow cooks. From behind the bar, you guys can hear the clank of pots and pans and the smell of something sizzling from the kitchen. When Snow re-enters the bar, he is carrying a plate in each hand. He places the plates in front of you both and smiles gleefully. Gentlemen, I have here what I like to call Cheesy Bob. Or bomb? Oh no, it's bad because it's censored. The dish on your plates looks like a purple blob. Purple vapors are rising from the top of the dish. The outside of your face twitches as you look at the dish and then back at Snow. What is this? I don't want to ruin the surprise. Give it a taste first. You move your head slowly at Chet, but he is already spoons deep into the glob. He eats it with amazing speed. You grab a spoonful of the goop and take a bite. The gloop is chunky, like an omelette, and it's actually salty and savory like cheese. Is this like a cheese omelette? It's like cheese. I found out that the slime jewel, once mixed with certain combination of fruit, changes texture and tastes like other foods. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, this thing looks unique, but it tastes really good. Seconds, please. Chet stands up from his seat and hands Snow's empty plate licked clean to the last gloop. Chet, slow down. Here, you can have half mine if you want. I'd take that offer. I don't have any more slime jewels to make a second batch. Chet? You look at the hyena thinking with a spoon in his mouth. Chet takes the spoon from his mouth and looks to Snow with bright eyes. Tell you what, I have a lot of extra slime jewels laying around. Why don't I trade you some every 2 weeks? In return, I can get this special jewel meal on the house. A fresh supply of jewels to experiment with. From my most loyal taste tester, how could I say no? Sweet, we got a deal. Chet takes your plate and continues to scarf down the remainder of the food. You try to grab another bite, but Chet swats your hand away. In a few minutes, Chet is done with his meal. He lets out a hiccup while rubbing his bloated belly. So, what's the verdict, boys? Well, from the bite I had, I'd say it was good. The presentation needs work. Ditto. Snow scratches the back of his neck. What's the matter what it looks like? It's a taste that people care about. Not if it looks like it will jump off the plate and attack you at any moment. I mean, I know how you cook, but you won't get any new customers with this. These hands aren't made for such delicate work. Mending a blade, yes, but food presentation just isn't for me. Now, if Parif was here? Yeah, Parif would have turned this into a work of art. And he'd serve your head next to it for presenting this in the first place. The two of them break in laughter. Parif? Oh yeah, you don't know him. He's a tavern chef, one of the first few residents that ended up here. He left long ago, but keeps coming back every few months. Wait, what? Yeah, he said without him, everyone who comes to the tavern would starve if they ate my cooking. Have to eat my cooking. I'd sock him for saying that, but he does cook like a master. I think he just likes the attention he gets whenever he's around, because it brings tons of it. I think I didn't get it again. Sorry, there's this fly around, and not really fly, more like a gnat. I could have sworn I got him that time. Anyways, I think he likes the attention when he gets whenever he's around, because he'll bring in tons of new ingredients from the outside. So he's part of the crusade to help those who stuck here? Correct. I'd like to meet him one day, or maybe I wouldn't want that, because that would mean I'd have been here too long. He rubs his belly again and stands up from a seat. Well, I'm stuffed. Thanks again, both of you, for helping out. Can I count you guys again for another round of taste testing? I'll always be here. Eyvind? Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to. Or Eyvind? And Chet, let me know what you want to have made next. I'll make sure you'll be the first to taste your own slime jewels. You got it, chef. Chet and you then head back to this Sprandrel and sit down for talk. Thanks for helping me out. Didn't look like you needed much help, though. Well, you came along willingly. Hack and Witter chickened out after they saw out from this side of Snow's test foods. They didn't even try to taste the food. Meanwhile, he ate it all up with gusto, and even volunteered to help supply Snow with the ingredients he needs to keep making new stuff. How sweet. I'm not sweet. It's just good business. I get to eat for free, and I get to unload leftover produce. He crosses his arms and turns his face from you, but you can see his cheeks turn bright, a slight shade of pink. So, how'd you get such a big appetite anyway? Funny you should ask. Will that be your one question about me you wish to know? Sure. Chet leans back against the wall. Well, you know, I ran away from home. Thing is, I left without a plan. After one long ride, I decided to hop off the moment I entered a new town. Didn't know anyone, and I sure as heck didn't have any coin to my name. The first 2 days were the worst. I looked around, asking, pleading for help, but everyone ignored me. Then one night, I was cuddled up in a dirty alley, ready to faint from exhaustion, when a group of rough-looking foxes approached me. They gave me a piece of bread and drank from their water pouch. I was so thankful they could never reject that what they offered me next. A chance to survive in a town if I joined their gang. Turns out they were a group of thieves, and they always needed smaller recruits for the harder to reach places. I ended up being their servant boy, serving their every whim to keep them satisfied. Bring food, Chet. Bring beer, Chet. Take off your clothes, Chet. You see him struggling to swallow. His hands open and close repeatedly, like it's the only thing that is keeping him in a seat. If I did a good enough job, then I wouldn't go hungry that night. Eventually, I learned how to pickpocket from them, and, most importantly, to know when the law gets their hands on me. You can't imagine how being there for so many years meant I learned to appreciate every morsel of food I can get. He clenches his fists tightly. And most importantly, how those without money are basically walking ghosts to the world. I can't imagine what you went through. Yeah, well, that's my story, for now. Keep it yourself, okay? I have to sell it to someone else eventually. Sure, thanks for sharing. Yeah, well, I'm going to count my slime jewels while I burn off this meal. I'll call you again if there's someone in the tavern we can help on something. If you still want to. Depends. I have to think about it when the time comes. Chet nods. I haven't gained 1 level up point. You know. What's this? We don't have the money, I don't think. Yeah, we put that thing there. Let's see. No wieners? No wieners. Big money, no wieners, no wieners. Oh, we have... How did we get that much money? I thought we had like 4 or something. Oh, right, the chest filled with money. Jewel slime pendant. What does that do? Very sticky. Max MP. I'm sorry than nothing, I guess. Ooh, Charisma book. That might be useful for something. Well, we might be dealing with people, so we'll do that. Just so we could... Okay, for a second there was like... The music sounded a bit different, for some reason. So... We might leave the thing down there for later. I did do a little bit of read and think we'll go to the Bull Village. Hyena? Hyena. Have you finally decided to take the job of getting rid of those... Oop, I clicked somewhere else. Trespassing lizards? Yes. Very well, Chief Axel. Good. If only Thane could learn a thing or two from you about not talking back so much. I'll give you some time to prepare. Come back to me when you're ready, and I'll introduce you to your team. Chet. Or not Chet. You, Thane. Eyvind, what brings you here? Well... Your father summoned me to his tent. So, you started his move. Wait, come here. We can't risk someone overhearing us. He leads you into the forest just outside the village. You both stop in front of a palm plane tree. Right. He walks off to the side of the rock and leans against it. He pats the right side, signaling for you to join him. Thane looks around as you take your place next to him. Actually, the lizards made the first move. Chief Axel got words that they plan to establish a camp near the Bull tribe to advance their attack on the bulls. This is most disturbing. I never knew Nauxus to act so rashly. Perhaps the mounting pressure from his tribe made him make the move? You shrug. More importantly, what are you going to do about it? I'm to lead the bulls to the same location to fight off the lizards. No, that's going to work in our favor. We can get bulls to meet the lizards and then scare them both from ever trying to build a camp there. Easier said than done. What can scare both the bulls and the lizard? Thane puts a hand to his chin and looks deep in thought. A fear potion. I've heard of those. They make those exposed to its fumes see hallucinations and the things they fear. It would be very effective against both sides. You must need to get them to meet at the same time. That way, they won't expect each other, since both bulls and lizards will get hit. A fear potion. Maybe Chet knows how to make it. Who's Chet? A residential tavern shopkeeper. He can make potions already. Maybe he can help us craft a fear potion. But damn it, I don't know when the lizards will be making their move. Then, you need to find out before he can proceed. Nauxus relies on Celine to organize these plans. Maybe if I can show him something to worry about something to worry about their plan. Then maybe he'll call his men in to discuss the plan again. I got just the thing. Eyvind asks you to wait by the rock while he back to the tribe. He comes back and gives you Earl a piece of paper. What's this? You unroll the parchment and you see a map very similar to yours. You weigh into information. Now show me where the attack is going to take place. Here. Then pulls out a stamp and marks the area with a stamp in the shape of a lizard's head. He rolls the map and hands it over to you. Just hand this over to that silly guy and it'll make him double think his plans. Huh, okay, I'll give it a try. Remember, get the time the lizards plan to make the move first. Then we get the fear potion. The potion will be useless if you don't know if we can even time this plan properly. Once you have those, come find me here. You nod understandingly and head out with the map. Yeah, because we're trying to go for the neutral routes. Okay, so these guys. Glance the map given to you by Thane. Your heart races, and you wonder if your plan is going to work or not. As chance would have it, you spot Say Lee by the tribe shop, and you walk briskly towards him. Keep it cool, Eyvind. Keep it cool. Hey, Sali, you have a minute? Sali turns to you and rolls his eyes. What is it, simpleton? I found this near the swamp during a walk. Know what it's about? He opens the map that you hand over to him. Do you really need to bother me with something as simple as... He appears to be at a loss of words, his hands trembling while looking at the parchment in his hand. Where did you get this? It was just by the entrance earlier. Well, forget what you saw anything. This doesn't concern you. He looks beyond mad by the map you gave him. He slithers away while calling one of his lizard guards. The guard runs off and calls two other lizards with him. They follow Slee from behind up the stairway to Slee's hut. This is your chance to find more about the lizards' camp mission. You maintain some distance from the lizards as you sneak behind them. The moment they enter Slee's hut, you tiptoe to a nearby window. Damn it, the window's too small. I can't hear what they're saying. You need to be careful with spying on them. If you're not agile enough, they'll catch you, and that will be even harder for you to talk your way out of it. Carefully, you press up against the corner of the window frame, and peek your head out a little bit. The lizards have their back turned to you, and Celi's fuming mad. Which one of you did this? Who left the mission map lying around on the swamp? Wasn't me. Mine's still with me. Doesn't look like mine. I want to see proof. Pull out your maps. Lizards pull out their satchels, piece of paper. If you all have this, then what is this? Maybe it's just a toy one of the children made? Yeah, I see the kids play around with maps, pretend to be like the chief. Plus, look, the stamp on this map is kind of sloppy looking. Probably when the kids made a toy stamp and just stamped the map. Possible, but I'm not taking any chances. Either this was merely by chance, or the enemy party has gotten news of our plans. Must be a stupid enemy. Drop the map around here. Do we call off the mission? No, we proceed as planned. We must succeed so that Chief Naux doesn't lose faith in his plan. Don't you mean doesn't lose faith in you? The group bursts into laughter, but Sali gives an evil eye, effectively silencing them. Memorize the attack location, then destroy the maps. Lizards take a few minutes to look at the map and exchange whispers amongst each other. They then rip apart the map, and Slee burns the pieces of torn paper with fire he conjures from thin air. Now, recite the plan to me. When is the attack happening? Slee looks at each guard, and his eyes suddenly falls upon your direction. Agility check success. You quickly duck back down. Your heart is racing, but your legs won't budge. Did they see you? Well? Let me think about it. Can't quite remember. Give me a minute to think. Complete goons. You all are gooners. Good, so Lee didn't see you. Now I remember. We were supposed to head out, when we were ready. Yeah. Just as long as we get there at 10 a.m. Then, we plant the runestones. Slee rubs his forehead, like he has a headache from talking to his men. Forget about time preparations. You'll make your move tomorrow. Now get your tails in gear, and leave me be. This whole debacle has left me sour for the whole day. The three lizards bow and make their way towards the door. You dart off as fast as you to reach Teraurge unseen. Now, you know that the attack is going to happen. Best leave the tribe. Leave the tribe for now. Time to check on Chet's potion. Hey Chet, about that potion I didn't tell you about. Fear potion. Chet. Hey, good looking. Why the long face? I'm good looking? Anyways, I'm gonna ask you something serious. It has to do with stopping the lizard and bull tribe from going to war. Seriously? Chet chokes his head while making a soft sound. A war would help generate sales for my products. Chet, you can't be serious. Of course I'm not. My customers won't be happy to know I moved. Alright then, what do you need from me? I need you to brew me a fear potion, so I can stop both sides from advancing their plans. Fear potion, hey? Can't say I haven't had experience brewing one, but making it won't be easy without access to the usual ingredients. Is there some way to substitute it? Not likely. The original list of ingredients was horror root, essence of red carrot, iron ore, and the essence of target species. I have no clue what you just listed. You don't have to, because I have it right here. He pats his hefty backpack with a prideful grin. That's great then. Oh, no, my friend. There's less stock, most probably. So, it won't be going cheap to craft this. Chet, it's about preventing war and saving innocent lives. Well, what makes you think the plan will work? If you fail, and the war really happens, the tavern might be at risk. For all we know, we'll have to bargain a way out of our safety. So, just taking precautions. Fine. How much? 400 coins for basic ingredients. And you have to get me something for the bodies of those you want to scare off. From the bodies you want to scare off? So, like, if I want to scare lizards or the bulls, then bring me 2 bundles of fur from the bulls and 2 scales from the lizards. This is the only way to make sure the potion doesn't go wild and affect you while you use it. Here, I already have those things on hand. Excellent, let me just brew it up for you. Now check on things first. Chet draws the curtain to cover his shop and begins to work on the potion. You tap your feet, restless. The restless builds in you as time passes. And I'm done. Chet pulls away the curtains with a vial of beer bottle in his hand. Size of beer bottle. Green liquid sloshes inside the container. So, how do I use this? You pick up the vial and observe it close to your face. The smell no odor coming from the vial. Just drop it somewhere high enough that the vial will break. The potion will evaporate and turn into a thick miasma that will instantly affect any of the lizards and bulls nearby. They will see or fear what they will see or fear, however, is out of my control. Just know that would be something scary. Let's hope this works. No worries, I made these dozens of times. If it fails, I'm sure you get your money back. He winks at you with his usual salesman-like smile. You tuck the vial away and turn towards the door. Then something pulls you back by the wrist. You turn to see Chet looking at the floor while he holds your wrist. Make sure you come back. I still have lots of jobs that need doing. You smile, grateful of the hyena's concern. I will. Chet lets go of you, and you leave the tavern. I have a fear potion. They don't want to see this, and hereby the lizard's time to attack. Sorry, reading yawns. Fine. Eyvind, what brings you here? Well... Thane, I got it. Thane nods and leads you into the forest just outside the village. You follow him and stand beside him. So, you have the potion? Right here. You pull out a large vial of fear potion. Okay, that's good. So, what'd you do about the attack? It's gonna happen tomorrow at 10 a.m. Excellent. Then, we're ready to go. Lead the bulls to the same location at the same time. When you're near, sneak away and get into prime location to drop the potion. The best time is when both sides catch sight of each other, but before they try and kill one another. Right, I'll make sure to time it right. I'll meet you after I'm done reporting back to Chief Axel. What are you gonna tell him? Maybe the place is cursed by the fog, but it doesn't sound too far-fetched. And wish me luck. Thane approaches you and wraps his arms around your back. He pulls you into a close hug, smothering your snout between his pecs. His deep, earthy scent fills your nostrils. He looks down at you. His eyes look heavily upon yours. You know my luck isn't worth anything. Just make sure you come back to me, okay? He presses you closer against him, and you can hear his heartbeat clearly against your ear. I'll be back. You pull yourself away from Thane, and he smiles at you, but you can tell he's forcing himself to put on brave front. You punch his chest softly, and you give him a reassuring nod before you prepare yourself for what's to come. You rest for a night. The next day. I think we might call it here a bit early because it's like, this could be an entire thing. Could be quick, could be long. You know, long and quick like your mother. Wait, that means you would have a big... So anyways, it's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So comment, because I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos to help it grow and bleed over the animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, then you can go to their Patreon, which is $3 a month. And yeah, I think that's everything. And until next time, let's be me, GamerWolfSix of Tavern. So thanks and see ya.